Okay, so in this video, I'm going to be going over some of the carbon rods that are going to be needed to reinforce the wing. Now, I have used so far 3 carbon rods. These are 1 meter carbon rods, 3 millimeter in diameter. And what we need is we need to cut 2 of the rods to 23 inches 23 inches for the leading edge of the wing here. And this is so that we can join them at the center, and so that the rods end up at the edge right there and at the center of the joint of the wing right there. Now we're going to join that with a piece of tubing, either aluminum, plastic um, tubing, nylon tubing. I mean, you can use any of those materials, to do this joint here. Create a very slight V section there. So we're going to need 2 of these. So I've already cut 2 of these from 2 carbon rods, and the remaining rods are 16.5 inches in length. We're going to be inserting those from the end right here along the edge here. I've already cut this for the ailerons, and this is going to be our hinge point right here. I've ended up right there. So that's a 16.5 inch rod. Now this is a little tricky because you have to use a rod that's got a point. So you have to sharpen the edge of that rod if you're going to do this, and start at the draw a line there, a very light line, so you can use that as a guide. Come in through here and start turning this as like a drill as you go through the carbon rod. The other thing you can use that might be a little bit easier is a similar size steel wire that you can come in here and you heat up the wire, and then it'll go a lot easier through the foam. Otherwise, you're kind of pushing some of that foam as you're pushing the rod through here, trying to use it as a drill. You got to be careful because the rod may poke right through the paper here, because this is not that thick. So, but basically, we want to end up with this rod inside here to create the hinge point for the aileron. So that's part of two. I've used 2 1 meter rods to do the front leading edge, and these rods are here. So that's two rods. Another rod, you're going to need a third rod, 1 meter rod, to cut those to 9 inches to create this section right here, the trailing edge of this wing. That's 9 inches from the center to the very edge here. This is where your aileron is going to start. I'll give you dimensions of the